Hello there, friends. Today I want to make a video about a topic near and dear to me. As you can tell from my channel, I'm an avid game development hobbyist. When I was about 12, 13, I started with RPG Maker. It wasn't that huge at the time. And of course the games were limited in scope because it was an RPG engine. But that was my start. If you fast forward to now, I've dabbled in Unreal Engine. I think the UDK was the first thing I started messing with. Then more recently, I learned Unity. I even own an actual full copy of Game Maker, thanks to Humble Bundle. They sold a big bundle that included a bunch of little packs for it, like iPhone development and Android development and all that. Anyway, I've been hearing rumblings about people blaming Unity for a massive number of poor quality games. Adrian Frost, a game developer teacher, he posted on Twitter a few days ago a screen capture of a Steam community post where one user said, "It only takes that one word," in this case Unity, "to remove a game from my wish list. What a pity." Adrian stated, "Okay, game journalism, here's a thing that you have fucked up for game devs, and you need to repair the damage. Stop talking about engines." Now, this tweet seemed to have been directed at some folks that are quick to point out if a game was made in Unity or if it used assets from the Unity store. In particular, people like Sid Alpha, Total Biscuit, Jim Sterling. In fact, Jim Sterling even posted a video today or yesterday, depending on when this uploads, sharing his view on why Unity is getting a bad rap. In the video, Jim Sterling mentions that it is Unity who's at fault, more specifically the inclusion of their Unity asset store. Let me just read this quote here. "Its asset store is responsible for the sale of entire products on Steam." This is true. There are a lot of packs on the Unity store that people have access to right away, and they can download it, make as much or as little tweaks as they want, and then they can package an entire game using it. There's a lot of stuff on there. I would like to point out that while I love Jim Sterling, the work he does, I'd buy him a beer if I ever met him, shake his hand. I don't agree with him, and I don't think that it's Unity or its asset store that is at fault. I think the main problem is lazy developers. Anyone who's seen Steam or has a Steam account, you'll know that literally thousands of independent games released on Steam through Steam Greenlight were made by lazy developers. These people would literally jump on the Unity asset store, purchase whole asset packs like I was talking about, maybe change a couple lines of C# code if they knew that much, and then build the game and throw it on Steam for sale. I mean, exactly what I was saying is available. What did they think was going to happen, though? What did these lazy developers think was going to happen? You're not going to do this and not tarnish the name of the engine you're using. It's just not going to happen. The asset store packs aren't meant to be entire games on their own. They're just meant to be a starting point for new or small teams to hit the ground running with their own fully realized project. That's really it. If you used RPG Maker before, this may feel familiar to you. All you have to do is look around Steam for any game made in RPG Maker, and you will find many of the same graphics or graphic styles. Many of the games were basically made using assets somebody else made, and this has been a big issue in RPG community for years. There's been debates about RTP versus original, runtime package versus original, assets, just between community members. You have some community members saying, I'd buy a game that's used the runtime package graphics. The runtime package, for those who don't know, it's just what they call the default assets that come with RPG Maker. But then there's other people that say, no, if I'm going to pay money for a game, I want them to have put in a little bit extra work other than using something that someone else made. And this is, it's a good argument. So, is Unity Asset Store to blame for the laziness? I mean, I don't think so. But I'm sure it doesn't help anything. The problem is, how do you fix it? Does Unity just get rid of the Asset Store entirely? I don't think so. This wouldn't help. Asset stores are there to protect and assist its users in, trading and selling their work in a safe environment. Even Yo-Yo Games, the creators of Game Maker Studio, have their own asset store. But even if these companies ditched their stores, there are many other places they can purchase or freely download assets. It's the internet, after all. Turbo Squid, it's a massive website dedicated to sharing 3D models, ranging from characters, even vehicles. The prices they can be pretty pricey for the really good stuff, but there's a lot of really good free stuff as well. Some of them are even fully rigged for animation or games. Anybody who knows how to use Google can just type in free 3D models, and you'll get 17 million results in 0.68 seconds. Thanks, Google. But what about the other assets? I mean, the code, the example projects. I mean, the asset store corners the market on that right now. But even if they were to remove it, let history be an example. This page you're looking at right now on the screen is Creation Asylum. It's a somewhat dead forum. It was built by some dude who's really good at RPG Maker. Like, really good. He was well known for making a bunch of scripts that he let everybody use for free. He made his own forum, and it attracted a lot of talented artists, coders, even myself, who's kind of, I guess, middle ground. I guess I'm okay at things. And all these people, they made things, and they put them up on this website. There's other websites like this that's dedicated to things like this. This is just an example, okay? Even the game To the Moon, which is a highly popular semi-RPG, I guess. It was made in RPG Maker. Anyway, that game is on sale on Steam, and it's got really good positive reactions. Even that game uses scripts that were made freely usable for personal and commercial use, for example. I know one guy personally, his name is Goobid, or Goobid. I can never remember how to pronounce his name. It was just his handle on the forums. He made some stuff in there. So, what do I mean by all this? I'm simply saying that a community that fosters support and creativity will thrive whether Unity completely shuts down the asset store or not. Among that community, there will always be the people who think of themselves as true professionals in game design, yet they want other people to do all the work for them. Even the Unreal Engine is not safe from people like that. On their forums as well, you see people requesting steps on how to do things. They almost all but say that they want someone to give them the code to do it. It's just a thing. There will always be people who develop games who lack the patience and the drive to learn and work. So what's the solution? Honestly, I do not know. Unity could always scrap the free version of Unity, but that would only work to prevent hobbyists and people who just want to learn from using it. There will still be lazy developers out there who have the money to fork over, just long enough so they can download that DayZ clone with Minecraft-style graphics, make a couple tweaks, and shovel their shit onto Steam or itch.io. So, do I think that Unity's asset store is at fault here? No. These people would find this content that they're using one way or the other. And unfortunately, as history tells us, lazy developers are here to stay. Anyway, that's enough for today. It's been Pirate Poots. Appreciate you guys for listening to me. And as always, stay salty, friends.